Hey Wellness fam. So last video we talked about using a lacrosse ball to loosen up muscles for runners. Now I want to talk about using that same ball to loosen up muscles as you work from home. And let's be honest, that's a lot of us. So you might be sitting down about 8+ hours a day, not getting your motions in, not being able to move the way you used to move. And even if that just means from getting out of your house to your car to work, it's still some movement. So let's talk about the top muscles that are tight by just sitting at a desk for about 8+ hours a day. Those muscles are going to be your upper traps, so the muscles right here, the muscles on the back of your shoulder, and then those hip flexors. We can't forget those, y'all. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so the first muscle we're going to talk about today is loosening up those upper traps. And all you need is a lacrosse ball and a wall or doorway. So something like I use the edge of a wall, but a doorway works just as well. And you're going to get into a position called what I like to call the charging bull position. So you'll place the ball like this, and you'll go into the wall this way. All you're doing here is you're moving the ball slightly up and down and side to side. So imagine me coming out of this and my traps were right where that ball was. Okay, so the next one is the back of your shoulder. Those are the muscles that really help with having good posture, being able to pull those shoulders back instead of sitting in a rounded position. So what you'll do is you're going to place it on the wall again. So I place it behind my back here, and I just like to roll up and down, side to side. So if you see where the ball is here, up and down, side to side, you can either move closer to the middle or keep it on the outside of the shoulder. And placement on how high or how low is up to your comfort level. Just know that you should not be going on your spine because that is very uncomfortable and does not help at all. And last but not least are those hip flexors. That is right in the crease of your hip. And as you can tell, I took off my sweater because we're gonna need to get on the floor for this and it's gonna get in the way. So for the hip flexors, we're gonna be on the ground. And it's gonna be right here at the crease of our hip. So you can place the lacrosse ball, and all you're actually doing is you're actually just lying on it. I find that a lot of my patients and clients, they're completely fine just leaving it here for about 10 to 20 seconds and then changing the position slightly. Some like to roll side to side or up and down, but you really don't have to once you find that really tight spot that once you lie on it, you will know. You'll be like, oh, that hurts. So one thing to keep in mind is if you are rolling, stick to the outside quadrant or outside portion of this area. You don't want to go too close to the middle because that's where your nerves, arteries, and veins are. And putting too much pressure on it for an extended period of time not only isn't comfortable, but it actually could compress those structures, and we don't want to do that. So if you notice any numbness, tingling, you feel like there's a lack of blood flow, please get off the lacrosse ball. That is not the intent of this. But yeah, there we have it. So there we have it. For my people who work from home, we were able to cover ways to loosen up the upper traps, the back muscles, and even your hip flexors. So keep in mind, although I only showed you on one side, I recommend that you do it on both sides because I believe in muscle equality. And usually if you have one side loose and the other side tight, it's still gonna lead to some issues. You can also roll about 10 to 20 times. Some people do it more, and as your body get used to it, that's fine. I personally recommend 10 to 20 times twice a day because it's easy for my patients and clients, especially my busy ones, to fit it into their schedule and do it throughout the day as opposed to forgetting because, oh, I didn't have time, let me do it the next day and then keep pushing it off. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to send me a message. And then also if you're looking to buy a lacrosse ball, I have a big supply here, so let me know and I'll be able to help you out. Have a great one, y'all.